What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Golden Cash, and we are back with another Hunt and Fill series. We've got boxes 63 and 64 of the 1909 to 1958 wheat cent Hunt and Fill series. So hopefully we can get something to slot out of these two boxes. We slotted a 1909 VDB, a 1942S, I believe it was, and a 1910S in our last few boxes. So that is a great couple of hunts that we've had in the past, but this is the future, and we've got two boxes sitting right in front of us. Are they circulated? We're about to find out, but first, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I keep bringing you hunts just like this one right here. Let's open it up and see if we have circulated cents, or if we are going to have another box of 2022s, 21s, or the new 2023s. Close this knife before I cut myself. Pop these boxes open. Come on, circulated cents. And I'm seeing a lot of newer. Well, we do have circulation. Come on, circulated all the way through. And I see circulated cents right there. And maybe that's a 1950 something, it looks like. That might be a wheat cent ender. And it is. We got a 1957. Looks like a 1957. 1952S. So we got a 1952S ender right there. Alright, so we'll save that one for last on our last box. So we do have an ender. Maybe that is a good sign. Box 2 is going to be a hit. Come on, box 1. Can we get circulated cents in both of these boxes? Let's see it. And I see circulated cents. Alright. No enders there. But you guys know we're going to start opening these rolls up. I'm going to move this box out of the way, and we'll just have this one box up here. But I will bring you back if and when we find anything at all in box number 1. We're going to be looking for Indian heads. We're going to be looking for any errors and varieties. And we're going to try to slot something in the album on this hunt. Roll number 12, box number 1, number 63 of the series, is going to give us our first find of this hunt. And it took 13 rolls, well, 12 rolls, to finally find something. We got a 1956 out of Denver. That is our first find. Hopefully this box spices up a little more. Let's go. Roll number 20, box number 1, number 63 of the series, is going to give us our second find of this hunt. And we got a 1955 out of Denver. Roll 27, box number 1. We're going to have our third wheaty of the hunt. And we've got a 1953 out of Denver. Roll 31, box number 1. We're going to have two finds. We got one right here, and just a few away, we're going to have another one right there. I've just seen that stalk, that wheat stalk sitting there. So this one is a 1952 out of Denver. So we got a 53, 52, 53, 55, and 56 now. And we got this one right here. Whatever this one is. 1948 out of Philadelphia. Let's keep going. Roll 35, box number 1. We're going to have our sixth wheaty of the hunt. Second from the end. And we got another 1952 out of Denver. Roll 37, box number 1. We're going to have a dime. I rolled them out. I was talking to Oregon on the phone while I was doing this, and I didn't even see it when I opened the roll up. But we're going to have a 10 cent 2007 out of Denver. And there's our pre-82 so far. We'll set that right over there. Let's keep going. Roll 37, box number 1. I almost missed this one, but it is decent, I guess. It's still got a red to it, but it looks like it's probably been cleaned. We've got a 1934. And it looks like it's going to be a Philadelphia. 1934 Philadelphia. Let's go. Roll 43, box number 1. Spreading these out. I didn't even see it. We're going to have another dime. This one's actually wore out pretty good. No mint mark on the back, so it's definitely clad. 2002 out of Denver. Roll 45, box number 1. We're going to have another one. Another wheaty. And we got a 1942 out of Philly. Roll 46, box number 1. Spreading these out. We're going to actually have 2 finds really close to the end. We got one right there and then one right there behind it. And that one looks old, old, old. So we'll check this one first. This one is a 1951. Let me move this out of the way. 1951 out of Philadelphia. And let's check this one right here. I think this one's going to be pretty old. Oh yeah, that one's definitely slick. This one, if I can get a hold of it. This one is a 19 something with a mint mark. Man, that has a mint mark too. It's a Denver mint. 1921. I don't think there is a 21. 1931. Looks like a 21. I don't think there is a 21. We'll have to check. Definitely a 19. That is a 21. 1921 out of Denver. Alright, so I was just checking it out. It is a 1924 out of Denver. That is a 1924 out of Denver, and you can barely see it under the scope. That is a 1924 out of Denver. That is crazy. This thing is definitely slicked out. I don't know what somebody did right there. But there we go. We got a 1924 out of Denver. I don't know if that's a low mint or not, but we'll check it out. Let's keep going. Same roll. Just one more away. We're going to have another one. I didn't even see it. This one is old as well. Check that out. This one is a 1940 though. We got a 1940. There's the 42 and the 34. 1940 out of Philly. Roll 48, box number 1. We're going to have another wheaty. This one's got some good detail on it. We got a 1957 out of Denver. And that is the end of box number 1, number 63 of the series. We're going to go ahead and jump into box number 2, number 64. And hopefully we can find just as many, if not more, than what we've got right there. Those are our finds for box number 1. Go ahead and set that up and grab a roll. And let's start digging. We got an ender right there, so we're going to pop that one open first. A 1952 out of Denver. So let's see if we can find more than just that one right there. And it is not a Denver. I meant a San Francisco. So we got a 1952S. There it is. That is our ender for that one. And there's our 52s right here. Well, let's keep going. Same roll, roll number 1. And we're going to have another one just a few away. This one looks pretty old. So we'll see. We got a 1948 out of Denver. There's our 48s right there. So let's keep going. The very next roll, roll number 2, we're going to have a beat up 1972 Philadelphia, but this has the FS 102. I'll throw it under the scope And you can see it right there. The DDO, and in God we trust. You can see the doubling on the D, the O, the W, the E. Come over here to trust. You can see the doubling on the T, the R, the U, the S, and the T. Come over here, you can see it on the date pretty well. The 9, the 7, and the 2. The giveaway is Liberty. You can see the B is doubled along with the E and the L. So we got the FS002 or 102. There we go. So I'm going to keep that one. I know it's beat up, but it's still a find. Well, let's keep going. Roll 17, box number 2. We're going to have, I think this is our second find in box number 2. We got a 1946 out of Philly. Roll 29, box number 2. One away from the end. We're going to have our next wheaty. We got another 1946 out of Philly. Roll number 40, box number 2. We're going to have another wheat cent. And this one is a 1956 out of Denver. Let's go. Roll 46, box number 2. We're going to have another wheaty, and I already seen this one. It is a 1944 out of Philadelphia. And the 44s, actually it's a 46. It's going to be our first 44, I believe. And I guess that is it. Alright, well, let's keep going. If I can get this sticker to stay up, let's go. Roll 49, box number 2. We're going to have another wheaty. We got a 1951, but this one is out of Denver. Let's go. And that is the end of this Hunt and Fill series. Boxes number 63 and 64 of the series. Let's go ahead and show you what we need and what we already have, like we do every single time. There you go. We did find a few wheaties. I don't think we're going to slot, but maybe one. And that is it. So let's go ahead and show you what we did find. We've got 157 out of Denver. 256 is Denver. 55 Denver. A 53 Denver. We got 252s out of Denver. One out of San Francisco. We've already got those. 151 Philly and a Denver. 48 Philly. 1 Denver. 246s out of Philly. 144 out of Philly. We jump over here. We got a 1942 out of Philadelphia. 1940 out of Philly. We got a 1934 out of Philadelphia. And we got this one right here, the 1924 out of San Francisco. So that is what we got right there. 1924S. It's very hard to see. You can barely see it. But that is the one that we are going to slot right there. It is a 1924 out of San Francisco. Alright, there it is. We put it in the book. 24S, 12 million mintage. Alright, we did find a couple of dimes, a couple of Canadian, and we did find a 1972 Philadelphia DDO FS002. So here you go. That is it right there. You can see the doubling on O, the D, and the G. There's 2 G's there. You can see it on the N. And we come over here, the W, the E, and the whole word of trust. You can see it pretty good. So there you go. We found that. It's on the letter or the numbers as well. You see the 9 right there doubled, the 1, the 7, and the 2. And the giveaway is always going to be LIB. So there you go. You can see it on the L, the I, and the B. Some on the E, a little bit on the R. Not much on the T or the Y. But it is definitely the FS002. Not in the greatest shape, but it is a DDO. Alright, here is our pre-82s. We always show this as well. Last week I think we got more than this, but there's still 3 pounds, 2.5, 3 pounds of pennies there. That is it, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I keep bringing you hunts. Just like this one right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.